Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Bin Outdoors. Today we're going to be trying to catch a limit of redfish in the Louisiana marshes. Now, in Louisiana, the redfish limit is 5 per person per day. They have to be between 16 inches and 27 inches. So we're going to try to catch our limit of 5 in the shortest amount of time possible. Let's see if we can make it happen. Okay, so what we're doing is just blind casting right now. This is just a giant grass bed, pretty much, is what we're on top of. But while I'm blind casting and just kind of searching for anything, I'm also scanning the surface of the water, looking for literally anything that doesn't look like the ripples that are already there. Anything that breaks that pattern, anything that goes against the grain, so to speak. That could be a sign of bait fish getting riled out. That could be a sign, if you see a head weight pushing, that could be a redfish, searching for food, or if you see one tailing, or just literally anything that doesn't look cohesive with the rest of the ripples that are already there, being made by the wind and the current and everything like that. So if you see those things, that's what we're going to try to cast towards. You want to cast past them or in front of them, depending on the direction of, wherever the fish may be moving. And, I'd say 60% of the time, especially in this area, it's going to be mullet. They're going to trick you. They're going to make you think that it's a redfish, and you're going to cast at it and not get a bite and then get back up on them and realize that it's mullet. But that doesn't necessarily mean that there's not a redfish hanging out with them, waiting for something to drop off and, them to get an easy meal. Okay, so this morning, what we're going to be starting out with is this new bait I just picked up from the guys over at Salt Strong. It's called the Alabama Leprechaun. Really cool looking bait. I think they said it's infused with bait fish, like real bait fish they cut up and put the little chunks in. So if you don't know what Salt Strong is, I'll leave a link down in the description. Basically, the best way I can describe it, and the way I've described it to other people, is it's Facebook, but for fishing. That's about it. So, but they have all kind of tips and tactics and bait reviews and tackle reviews and everything, all the way down to how to tie a knot, going from a leader to a hook or line to line, whatever. But I'll leave their link down below. Like it. Decent little redfish. Not a monster, but we'll take it. All right, pretty little fish. All right, that's number one. There he is. All right, another little redfish. That was so cool. Like I said, watching the surface of the water makes all the difference in the world. I literally just saw a head wake, and then right behind it, the top of his tail popped out of the water. Threw right there, he swiped at it and missed. Threw again, and I watched him and grab that bait. That was awesome. About the same size as the other one. Look at that guy. So pretty, so golden. Such a pretty fish. Such a pretty fish. So that's why I was saying, make sure you watch the top of the water. The surface of the water will tell you almost every time exactly where they're gonna be. This guy, like I said, he was swimming along. I saw him push a head wake, meaning he must have chased after something, and then the tip of that tail just popped out the water. And that's exactly where I threw, and he chased me about halfway back to the boat before he just nailed it. And you can see the kind of blue on that tail just kind of signifies what they're eating. They eat the shrimp and the crabs and everything that's, you know, feeding on all this algae that's in the water, and the algae ends up turning the tips of their tail blue like that. So it means it's a very healthy fish, a healthy ecosystem back here. So that's awesome. That's number two. We got 3 more to finish our limit. There we go, number 3. Oh, this is a better fish. This is a much better fish. Ooh. For the poor man's power pole. Yeah, this is a much better fish. So in this case, blind casting works just as well as watching the surface of the water. You're not gonna see him every time. Oh, he's on the anchor rope. Oh, he's on the anchor rope. This ain't good. Yeah, this is bad. Come on, man. Get out. Get out. No. Oh, this is not good. Okay. All right. Whew. Okay, as I was saying, I did not see anything on the surface of the water before catching this fish. What I did see is what I'll show y'all once he's in the boat, and that's just an area where water's flowing through this section of grass. And there we go. Much better fish. Wow. Look at this guy. Much better. Just under 26 inches, like 25 3/4. Pretty fish though, man. They have such a good color back here. Okay, so like I was saying, that was not a fish that I saw disturb any water surface. It didn't show itself at all. But what I did see was what is now directly behind us, which is this. So this little opening right here on these 2 points is something that redfish, or actually really any predator fish, redfish, any predator fish, redfish, speckled trout, snook, flounder, they like these little openings, these little points, because what happens here is that the water is actually flowing through it. So as the water passes through, the fish can just sit on these points and surprise the prey that's actually flowing through it. Basically, they're being lazy. They want the bait to come to them instead of them have to go chase it. So what they do is they set at the easiest point of attack, which is right behind a point where water or currents flowing over, carrying the bait straight to them. So pay attention to your points, pockets, any signs of current flow around, you know, or through 2 pieces of grass that's small like that, that creates an opening for these predator fish to attack through, you know, and you'll be good to go. So that's number 3. We only need 2 more. We're gonna change it up to Old Faithful, the go-to, the wacky worm of inshore saltwater fishing, the gold spoon. Woo! Number 4. On the golden wacky worm. All right. Another pretty little guy. Not a big fish, but so not the most graceful release, but that'll work. Number 4. There we go. Okay. Not how I was hoping to do this. But that's number 5. Look at this little munchkin. Okay, so I have 1 more GoPro battery, half of a camera battery, and my trolling motor battery is almost dead. I'm calling that as number 5 because it's been almost 6 hours. So, yeah, it's hot. Bruh, it is hot outside. 92 degrees. Okay, so that last one may not have been the best 5th redfish to end with for a daily limit because it probably wasn't even slot size, but it's hot. All of my batteries are depleted except for my cranking battery, so I had to come back home anyways. At least it's been a pretty day outside. The wind hasn't let up on any day that I've been fishing in 2020 so far. So if y'all have any suggestions on future videos that you'd like to see, please let us know. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more. Thank y'all so much. Peace.